Hi guys! Welcome to my class. Please subscribe so that you will be kept notified on the next math lesson. Then like and share so that you can also help other students. We are going to learn today how to represent linear relationships using words, equations, tables, and graphs. I want you to remember this, guys. Rate of change is the rate that describes how one quantity changes in relation to another quantity. Let us work on this example so that you will be guided. The table shows the relationship between the number of words encoded and time in minutes. Write an equation to find the number of words in any number of minutes. Describe the relationship in words. The table shows that the first row is about the number of words encoded and the second row is about the time in minutes. Let us work on the rate of change of word to minutes. The rate of change of words to minutes means the change in number of words all over the change in time. Let us take the values of the first two columns. 90 minus 45, which is the change in number of words, will give us 45. And 2 minus 1, which is the change in time, will give us 1. Accordingly, the rate of change of words to minutes will give us 45 all over 1. If we are going to take the values of the last two columns, it will give us 180 minus 135 will give us 45. And 4 minus 3 will give us 1. Therefore, our rate of change of words to minutes will give us 45 all over 1. It is the same. Accordingly, we can come up with the equation W is equal to 45 times T. W is the number of words and T is the time. What about how many words will be encoded in 7 minutes? What are we going to do? We're just going to substitute the value of time required in the equation. Therefore, W is equal to 45 times T. Substituting the value of time in the equation, it will give us 45 times 7. And the words that will be encoded will give us 315 words. Let us work on another example so that you can understand it well. The total distance Haya brisk walk in 1 week is shown in the graph. Write an equation to find the number of miles brisk walk Y after any number of days X. In finding the slope of the line in the graph, always remember the formula. Slope is equal to y2 minus y1 all over x2 minus x1. Let us consider any 2 points in the graph so that we can find the slope of the line. In this regard, I consider 3 and 45 and 1 and 15. When x is 1, y is 15. When x is 3, y is 45. Accordingly, the change in y is equal to 45 minus 15, which will give us 30. And the change in x is 3 minus 1, which will give us 2. Therefore, 30 divided by 2 will give us 15. Since we know the slope and the points, we can substitute it in the equation of the slope-intercept form, which is y is equal to mx plus b. Let us use the point when x is 2, y is 30 in the equation. Then, substitute the value of the slope so that we can find for the value of b, or the y-intercept. Subsequently, substituting the values of 2 and 30 and the slope, it will give us 30 is equal to 15 times 2 plus b. Simplifying the multiplication or the equation, it will give us 30 is equal to 30 plus b. To eliminate 30 on the left side, we're going to subtract 30 on both sides. And all the 30s will be cancelled out. Accordingly, the y-intercept is equal to 0. You can see that I plotted the y-intercept in the graph, which is the green dot. Since the slope is 15 and the y-intercept is 0, the equation of the line is y is equal to 15x plus 0, or y is equal to 15x. If you are given the question, how many miles will Haya brisk walk in 15 days? What are you going to do? Since x in the equation is the number of days, you're just going to substitute 15 in the equation. Therefore, y is equal to 15 times 15. And it will give us 225. Haya will brisk walk 225 miles in 15 days. We have encountered all the representations of linear equation in our examples. There are graphs, equation, table, and words. Let us work on another example so that you can perfectly understand the lesson. Moza competes in spelling bee competitions. Her average score is 9 right answer per minute. Let S represent the number of score in right answer and M represent the minutes. And we can come up with the equation S is equal to 9M. The word form is the score of right answer is equal to 9 correct per minute. Let us make a table to find the number of score Moza will have in 1, 2, 3, or 4 minutes. Then, graph the ordered pairs. The table will give us the correct answer per minute. Therefore, the first row will give us the correct answer and the second row will be the minute. Considering that the equation is S is equal to 9M, we're just going to multiply the number of minutes by 9. And we can come up with a table like this. On graphing the ordered pair, the minutes is on the x-axis and the correct answers is on the y-axis. Accordingly, when x is 1, y is 9. When x is 2, y is 18. When x is 3, y is 27. And when x is 4, y is 36. On that account, we represented the problem in 4 representation of linear equation. Number 1 in equation, number 2 in word form, number 3 in table, and number 4 in graphs. Okay? To wrap it up, if you are given a table, look for the change in y all over the change in x, and you can find the equation. Once you get the equation, you can identify the word form and you can put it into table. Likewise, you can graph it also, okay? I will never stop reminding you what Sheikh Zayed wrote for us. Education is like a lantern which lights your way in a dark alley. Sheikh Zayed has a genuine regards to your future, guys. That is why we need to give importance to our education so that we're not going to be blindfolded in our future. In case you have confusion on some part of the lesson, I want you to go back, revise it again, watch it carefully, slowly, step by step, and I know you can get it. Life is a math equation. You cannot get the most of it if you cannot convert the negatives into positive. I wish you know that I always want you to score high in math, guys. Okay? Till next math lesson. Bye-bye!